a year. Okay, so I want Kenyans to think about Owen, who needs 100,000. As I give you these examples, I want you to imagine how many people that we are talking about, right? That could be
Yeah.
served if we didn't have incompetence. So
Mm.
the for example, the Kenya National Highway Authority, which is supposed to be the engine for growth, it's supposed to be the one of the departments that is really investing or helping Kenya achieve you know, developed infrastructure when it comes to you know, roads. But you have
Yes.
that agency issue a contract to someone. The contractor does his job. When it's time to pay the bill, we get the bill, but we don't pay it on time. So this is just pure incompetence. The bill is sent to us. The contractor has performed their job pursuant to the contract. We don't pay, and because of incompetence in managing a contract, the contractor adds 1.2 billion on top of the invoice to us because of incompetence. So we end up losing as a country 1.2 billion. So I want you to imagine how many Owens could have been sent to school if we saved 1.2 billion that we did not have to lose there, right? So just
Yeah.
one example, and these
Yes.
examples that I'm going to give you, they are all in the same year. Okay, so the same department, we have another contract that we give someone. They perform their job. We don't pay on time, and we are hit with
Yes.
756 million in interest. Interest.
Sure.
So same department, we give someone a contract. We are supposed to do certain things to make sure that when the contractor is supposed to start working, that they don't have any delays. But because we're incompetent, we have not done that. And so what happens is that
Yes.
the contractor charges fees, charges interest, and all of a sudden, a contract that was supposed to cost 5.2 billion has gone up to 6.2 billion. We've lost 1 billion. Okay. Another contract
Yes.
that we give someone, they perform their job, they send us an invoice. Because of incompetence, we don't pay the bill, we lose
Mm-hmm.
615 million in interest.
Yeah.
All these examples that I'm giving you are individual incidences in specific contracts. So I want you to start thinking about the people that are running KENHA, this Kenya National Highway Authority Agency. And particularly if you're from the private sector, I want you to imagine where you are and ask yourself if you did stuff like this, where your boss notices that because of incompetence, we have lost 1.2 billion in interest. You have another example where we've lost 756 million in interest. You have another example where we've lost 615 million in interest. And I'm gonna give you another one here where we give a contract to somebody for 3.2 billion. They perform their job, send an invoice, we don't pay, and all of a sudden we have 656 million, sorry, 657 million in interest added on top of the 3.2 billion. Give you another one because they don't stop. It's just everywhere. This is another
Yeah.
example here where, I mean, you know, I don't even think we have enough time. So in this particular example here, we lose 543 million plus another
Yeah.
70 million in interest. So, I mean,
Yeah.
this department, because I was interested to know what's happening with this department, had, I think, the total amount that was spent on infrastructure across the country was 80 billion. 80 billion is how much we said we
Mm-hmm.
spent on infrastructure. Uh, that
Yes.
that involves labor, that involves buying materials, that involves so many things. So when you've lost almost 5 billion in just a few examples in terms of interest, I mean, do
Yes.
you see why Kenyans are hearing that we are taking on, trillions of shillings in interest, not interest, not just interest, but debt service every year, and yet we don't see
Yeah.
the results in terms of development. This is what's happening because you have a department that has a budget, a big budget, but when you really chase down and see what's happening, there is nothing to show